love me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sip of my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, them Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, it's how we music, nigga. Go.
Malcolm, Lewis, Alvin, Marcus, Richard, Jesse, Adam, Drew, Gordon, James.
One more time, we're gonna bring this back to the beginning. Shout out to everybody in the building. Share this live. We're gonna rock out. Let's go.
It was Martin, Malcolm, Lewis, Alvin, Marcus, Richard, Jesse, Adam, Drew, Gordon, James, fill up, Nat, showed them not to play with us.
Let's go.
Duke, Langston, Thurgood, Robert, Hank, Jesse, Jackie, Muhammad, Bill, Don, Kurt, Matt, 3 J's, James, Joe, Jack, Tommy, John, early Capniks, Arthur, literally served blackness, Grant, Mega, Webb, about 3 Benjamins, a good 2 friends, women like Harry, Rosa, Ida, Shirley, Sojourner, Madam, Maya, Mary, Coretta, Ella, and Retta. Even baby Ruby was out here applying pressure. Daisy, Claudette, Fanny, Barbara, Gloria, Angela, Elena, Audrey, Dorothy, Lucy, Athea, Asada.
Let's start this off one more time, y'all, because they make it seem like we savages and we ain't contribute nothing to history, like we just a bunch of animals, man. Let's rock this out one more time. Let's go.
It was Martin, Malcolm, Lewis, Alvin, Marcus, Richard, Jesse, Adam, Drew, Gordon, James, fill up, Nat, showed them not to play with us. Duke, Langston, Thurgood, Robert, Hank, Jesse, Jackie, Muhammad, Bill, Don, Kurt, Matt, 3 J's, James, Joe, Jack, Tommy, John, early Capniks, Arthur, literally served blackness. Grant, Mega, Webb, about 3 Benjamins, a good 2 Freds. Women like Harry, Rosa, Ida, Shirley, Sojourner, Madam, Maya, Mary, Coretta, Ella, and Retta. Even baby Ruby was out here applying pressure. Daisy, Claudette, Fanny, Barbara, Glory, Angela, Elaine, Audrey, Dorothy, Lucy, Athea, Asada, Bessie. I swear ain't nobody do it flyer. Danny, Charlie, George, Jesse, Clarence, Ed, William, Gregory. Hold on, stop the music, stand up. Powerful movements like the Panthers. Fred, John, David, Bunchy, Geronimo, Matulu, Bobby, Stokely, Eldridge, Mamiya, Sheesh, Huey. And that's pushing P to me. One of the most powerful movements, clearly. I ain't talking clothes when I mention Mary, Max, Fritz, John, Albert, another Robert, Ronald, Howard, musicians like Mahalia, Harry, Bob, Aretha, Paul, Sammy, Pac, Nina, Nelson, Toussaint, Barack, but this list ain't honorable without Elijah.
What?
Wally, Booker, Sid, George, nuts if you don't know who he is. Bayard, Charles, Roy, Carter, Cecil, just for drinking them folks' water. All kings and queens, yes, for real. But before I go, can't forget.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Rest in peace. It's Big Dice, the ruler, outside since Calvin Cooler. Do me a favor. Share this live. Hit that like button. Tell a friend and tell a friend. It's the only place you're going to win. Grown folks content, intelligence over ignorance over here. You heard me? Today is the first day, even though, you know what I'm saying, I started last week. Today is the first day. We're going to do today is the first day of the 30-day challenge. Consistent content. Y'all better catch up. I've been on it, but y'all better catch up. But you know, it's a little contest, a little conquest. You know now. Check this out. If y'all get into this, if you sign up for this, you got to stand on the law. You got to stand on straight content. If you don't stand on straight content, you bang yourself for like 3 months. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all know we have one we got to talk about. If y'all can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body. Anybody but a dead body. Do me a favor and hit me with them dice cubes. Thank you, Keisha. She said the audio is crystal clear. You know what I'm saying? So let me get to the top. Let me get to the top and shout it out. Can you dig it out? Can you dig it out? First, we have the first person in my sister. That girl, Lola Montana. She said, rest easy, Theo. Malcolm Jamal Warner, favorite YouTube content creator, Big DS1 Ross the boss. He's in the building. You heard me? My sister, East New York, I appreciate you for holding me down. Member, holding me down. Team Guardian shit. We in here. GP on the tube. I see you. Appreciate you for pulling up. You heard me? Kills, I see you in the building. You still family over here, beloved. You know that. Your spot is still hold. Drop God. Peace to the God. R. Henny. That's a great name to have, brother. That's a great name to have. I ain't even really catch it. When at first they were saying R. Henny, and then they was talking the other night about things that we may sip on. I said every now and then I might take a sip of some Henny. He said, yeah. I didn't even catch it. R. Henny. Wrong folks conversation. We got Dog Soldier in the building. Yep. And you dig it. We got Old Head. The straight Godzilla. He's in the building. Got some things I want to talk about today. Y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist. You know I don't believe in coincidence. If y'all know anything about me, coincidence is an excuse for a sucker. My pops taught me that one. He said, Joe, coincidence is an excuse for a sucker. They didn't give him his props. They did not give him his props. They did not give him his props. So I'm going to give him a little shout out, even though I'm going to get into the controversial, untimely demise of him, because that number 54, that 9, 54, 54, 54, 54, man, that's just a strong, strong number. 5 and 4 is 9. Big Mom's passed away when she was 72. 7 and 2 is 9. Irv Gotti passed away at 54. 5 and 4 is 9. If you know anything about spirituality and the numerical number 9, it's a very, 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 very strong number. Because this right here with him, rest in peace to this young man right here. He had me by 2 years, but he's still young. See, they couldn't do to him what they did to everybody else. That's just my opinion. They couldn't say he was on drugs. They could not say he was on drugs. That one, you couldn't say Cleo was fucking with no crack. Couldn't say Cleo was fucking with no fentanyl. Couldn't say Cleo was fucking with no cocaine. Because when we lost, City Boy, I see you. When we lost DMX, unfortunately, overdose. Fentanyl-laced cocaine. When we lost the dude from The Wire, fentanyl-laced cocaine, and so forth. We lost Coolio, fentanyl-laced cocaine. They couldn't say that about Theo. And they couldn't say it about the star that played in Wakanda. He wasn't on no drugs neither. See, I've been paying attention to this story, y'all, since I heard it earlier. It just don't add up to me. See, like I said, I'm a Virgo. I think too damn much. Sometimes I think for the best, and then sometimes some of my thoughts can be for the worst, but they're my thoughts, so check this out, they minds. Drip, I see you in the building. Hell no, I ain't believe that shit. Hell no, I don't believe that. Yo, let me tell you something. I've been swimming. I can swim like a fish. They taught me how to swim in St. John's Recreation Center, right around the corner from my house, where if you wanted to be anybody, you had to go to the pool. If you didn't go to St. John's Recreation to play basketball, if you didn't go to St. John's Recreation to play pool, if you didn't go to St. John's Recreation to be in that pool, if you didn't go to St. John's Recreation and your face wasn't known amongst them animals, you would never be nothing in my neighborhood. I'm going to keep it funky with you. If you never went to St. John's, if you never got into a fight in St. John's Park, you never got jumped in St. John, you're not going to be recognized in my hood. Tanja, I see you. But see, one thing I learned when I was swimming, that's why they barred me from going to the beach in IS 390. I told y'all about that. I swim like a goddamn fish. They told me, do not take DeMar McLeod on no more trips pertaining to water. I swam out too far at Brighton Beach, and when they told me not to go to the 15-foot swimming pool and Staten Island pool, what did I do? I went and jumped right in the middle of that motherfucker. They said that a dangerous wave overtook him. Don't get it twisted. You can be overtaken by a wave, but if you're a swimmer, you know to go down. When the wave comes up, you know to go down. You don't, ain't no swimmer gonna stand up or try to face the tide of a wave. We just taught to go under the wave. Remember that, y'all? When we was at the beach, when the wave come, what we do? When the wave go up, we go under. Y'all remember that? Annette, I see you in the building. I see you in the building, girl. I can't give nobody the 10 seconds. Because I was supposed to start at 9 o'clock. Y'all better be lucky. I'd have been in here clapping. But we're going to get into that situation. We're going to get into that situation because I personally don't believe that happened. But you know what? They didn't give Bill Cosby, they didn't give him the props that he deserved. They talk about Uncle Phil. Yeah, everybody talks about Uncle Phil. Respect it. Shout out to Uncle Phil. Ain't nobody, it's only one father on television. No, it's only two fathers on television that was more impactful. The first one is Red Fox, when he played Lamont Sanford's father. That's the first father. The second one was James from Good Times. But when it came to Bill Cosby, y'all, I'm not going to front. He helped raise me too. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna play my favorite clip from the Cosbys. Rest in peace to my pops. Rest in peace to Ronald, man. I'm gonna play one of my favorite clips, if not my favorite clip from the Cosbys. Because a situation like this happened with me and my pops. I'm thinking I'm getting money. What? I done bought me an ounce, you can't tell me nothing. But this right here was very impactful to me, and it's very emotional. Rest in peace. I say rest in peace, man. To Malcolm Jamal Warner. Check this out.
Theo?
Yo.
Hard to get good help, isn't it? Son, your mother asked me to come up here and kill you.
Hey, I know.
You know what?
What you gonna say? And it's under control. So, no problem.
Hey, YouTube music. Divine,
How do you
I see you,
expect
sis.
to get into college with grades like this?
No problem.
Huh?
See, I'm not going to college.
Damn right.
I am gonna get through high school and then get a job like regular people.
Regular people?
Yeah, you know, work in the gas station, drive a bus, something like that.
So what you're saying is your mother and I shouldn't care if you get D's because you don't need good grades to be regular people.
Right.
Okay. Oh, suppose you graduate from high school. Let's say you just slide by. All right. Now you got to find a job. Now, what kind of salary do you expect for a regular person?
$250 a week.
$250 a week?
Yeah.
Sit down. I'm going to give you $300 a week. Yes, indeed. $300 a week, $1,200 a month. All right?
Great, I'll take it.
Pay attention to this jewel he gave him, man. This jewel helped me. Might have helped somebody in here. Pay attention to this jewel, man. I went through this shit with my pops. Rest in peace, Ronald. Let's go.
Yes, you will. And I will take $350 for taxes.
Whoa.
Huh? Yeah. Now, because see, the government comes for the regular people first. Now, how much does that leave you with?
$850.
All right. Now you've got to have an apartment because you are not going to live here. So, an apartment in Manhattan will run you at least $400 a month.
I'll live in New Jersey.
All right. You live in New Jersey, you've got to have a car.
I ride a motorbike.
You need a helmet. Figure $100 a month for clothes and shoes.
Figure 200. I want to look good.
Okay, so what does that leave you with?
$200. So no problem.
There is a problem. You haven't eaten yet.
I can get by on bologna and cereal. So I got everything I need plus $200 left for the month.
You plan to have a girlfriend?
For sure.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough and he still told. Like, What I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make them know. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
You's a bitch ass nigga. That's a fact, man. You's a bitch.
Phoenix, I see you in the building.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yo, Willie.
On my soul.
We got Will Illy
shit
in the
without that
building.
pole. You's an internet nigga. You's a troll. Let your day ones put their trust in you and you told. You's a bitch ass nigga. You niggas mutts. You be out here pillow talking to these sluts. You the type I fuck around and get you touched. You the type be selling mids and be telling them it's brunch. You's a bitch ass nigga. It never fails. On my block, you get shot for making sounds. We be focused on the plan to run the world. You be joking on your mans in front of girls. You's a bitch ass nigga. Just another sucker. You's a chain snatching, money gone motherfucker. You the nigga in the circle that I caught stealing. Man, I cried cause I couldn't kill him. You's a bitch ass nigga. Why you a hoe like that? Why you gonna snake your right hand for some dough like that? Why you gonna run up on the pack that he gonna throw right back? When you real shit don't go like that. You's a bitch ass nigga, bitch. You done ran over some bricks, you done copped a couple fits, now you frontin' like you rich. You's a bitch, you done hit a couple chicks, now you all up in the mix. You get caught up, you gon' snitch. You done got a nigga life big, and when you die, they gon' say you was a nice kid.
Y'all know where y'all hear that fire at. That's a fact. Shout out to East New York. The Gordon Cartrell. Damn, I ain't think about that one. See, I thought I played that one because I went through that with my pops. I remember I told my pops, I ain't got to be in on my mom. You know, I'm going through that shit. She don't love me. Yo, let me tell you something. The most craziest part. Shout out to Phoenix Blaze. I see you in the building. Shout out to Will Illy. The most crazy part, as a man, if you did this, if any of my fellas ever did this, Ron BX, I see you in the building, 050, let's go. If any of y'all did this as a man when y'all was young, you remember when your moms kept telling you about not following the rules in her house? See, my pops was a gangster. I'm telling my pops, she don't love me. Tears coming out my eyes. Yo, y'all ever told your pops, she love you, she don't care about me? I told my pops that shit. I said, yo, she don't love me, boy, she love you. God forgive me for even saying something stupid like that. I'm telling you something, yo, East New York. I'm telling you, Keisha knows she gonna go, but she ain't going. Well, she ain't got to. Keisha go. Well, goddamn it, shout out to King, man, because he's not a regular person. But she gonna have her growing pains too. That's the beauty of being a mother and having a son, because they say there's nothing as important as the love from a mother when it comes to her son. Because I was a piece of shit. My mother, yo, that's my word. My mom's flushed 130 grams. Only 80 grams was mine. I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken. My mom's had just found my gun. My mom found a 357 in my room. She took the shit, flipped on me, gave it to my pops. Rest in peace to my pops. He gave that shit right back to me. He said, Joe, don't put this gun in this goddamn house. Because if Sharon find this gun that she took from you and gave to me and your mama gonna have a problem. And he said, your mother don't go in the basement. My pops is the one that told me to start hiding my drugs and stuff in the basement. He said, your mother scared to death of mice. My mom seen a mouse in the basement one time. She never went back down there. My mom seen a mouse one time in the basement and never went back. That was not the place to go for her. She ain't play with no mice. I told that to my moms. But I was overlooking the fact how much my pops love me. And the man I'm talking about is not my biological father, may he rest in peace. It just made me recognize how much he loved me. Because I'm telling him, she don't love me, she love you. And he just started laughing. My pops used to smile, he used to go, he said, man, that woman loved you more than she loved herself. And I needed that. And let's get into what they saying happened. Even though I don't believe this shit, y'all, we can get into it, but this is what they saying happened. Rest in peace, man.
This was a shocker for Cosby Show fans and fans of the star Malcom-Jamal Warner, dead at the age of only 54. We are getting some new reporting from TMZ on this shocking death here of the actor that was, of course, so well known on the Cosby Show, but went on beyond the show there as well. So let's now bring in Brenton Quirky from TMZ to break it all down for us and the latest updates from this really sad story.
Yes, obviously so heartbreaking. Such a tragedy here in the office. So many Cosby Show fans of this wonderful actor, and he had a very long career even after the show that he was known for. Well, just getting into the details, TMZ has learned a little bit more about what happened on Sunday morning very early. We are told by Costa Rican National Police that Malcolm had actually gone out for an early morning swim. He had gone out to the coastline just before sunrise, and a little after sunrise got into the water. Not too many details about what exactly happened once he was in the water, but authorities...
Ghost Town, salute. I don't believe that shit. I just don't believe that. Let me explain something to you. I swim. That's when the water is the most calm, before the sun comes up. It could just be me because of the things that run through my mind. It could just be me because of the things I run through their mind. Because let me tell you something, what they don't want. They don't want a positive black man nowhere. They don't want no positive black man. What? That's a black man with some sense? Pay attention. Do you know how dangerous a black person, a black man with some intelligence is? I can tell you, I've been through it all my life. It's a certain aura that comes with someone like myself, because I know that I'm not stupid and I'm far from ignorant and I'm very intelligent. And I was a bookworm. I was a nerd. See, I'm not one of them people that when I talk, I wonder about what I'm saying. I know the meanings of the words I'm saying. I know how to articulate my sentences, whether I'm trying to be striking and witty or very straight up and straight to the point. That right there terrifies black men and white men. Because if you got a black man that's around you and he sees the intelligence in you, he's going to do everything in his importance to get you away from him, to get you fired. A yes man? A yes man We call them cocksuckers. I say them niggas to be sucking cock. I seen a video the other day. Y'all ever seen a video where it was two employees arguing in the kitchen, and it was a dark-skinned young man, and the dark-skinned man started saying, "You got one more time to play with me." He said, "I'm a real nigga." He said, "You got one more time. I'm a real nigga. I'm a kill." All that loud and extra theatrical shit that he was doing. Y'all remember that? Well, I seen something the other day. I seen a group of Caucasian people. You know, they got a bunch of money, so they bought a robot. They got a bunch of money, East New York. I seen this the other day. This is a fact. This shit brought tears to my eyes. I shared it. I think, yo, check this shit. They got a bunch of money, so they stand in this office and they bought a robot. And then the white dude said, "Watch this." So then the white lady pushes the robot to the ground, and the robot loses balance and falls to the ground. This is a mechanical robot. He falls to the ground. I swear to God, to my mother, y'all. The robot falls to the ground, right? And then you hear the white man say, "Watch this." You hear the white man say, "Watch this." The robot automatically stands up, and they have pre-recorded that scene where the two employees was arguing in the kitchen. So the black dude that was going, "I'm a real nigga, I'm a real nigga." They recorded that shit into that robot. Yo, chilling with love. Go ahead, forehead. When is you off, nigga? When is we doing it? We got to do it like a Buick. We got chilling with love in the building. We got to do it like a Buick. Yo, listen to what I'm saying, Will. Listen to what I'm saying to you. See, it was fucked up when you seen. See, it was funny. Like when we was watching it, it was funny because it seems like it's too. We doing it Thursday, girl. We're doing it Thursday night. I'm setting it up and loading it up. Because Saturday night, we're doing the Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, and I want you over here and up on that platform too. See, the fucked up part about it is when I first saw it, from a black person's perspective, I'm laughing. It's amusement to me. I'm like, yo, look at this nigga running this mode. "I'm a real nigga. I'll kill you one more time. I'm going to kill you." You could tell he was a little off. You could tell it was a little bit something, like he's about 3 or 4 cans short of a 6-pack. But when I seen them white people program that into the robot, I was disgusted. Everybody in here right now, show me some dice cubes. And if you feel as though it's not true, be like, no. Y'all feel as though that Malcom-Jamal Warner, rest in peace, really drowned in Costa Rica? Put that up in the chat. Let's get to the rest of this.
Did end up finding his body actually hundreds of yards away down the shoreline. His body was discovered in a rocky cove. It was brushed up against that rocky cove. We do know that first responders were called to the scene. Paramedics immediately tried to resuscitate him and made those efforts, but those efforts were unfortunately unsuccessful. We are being told by...
See, this is where they fucked up. I want y'all to listen to this again.
Responders were called to the scene. Paramedics immediately tried to resuscitate him and made those efforts, but those efforts were did end up finding his body actually hundreds of yards away down the.
That's where they fucked up when they said they found his body hundreds of yards down. Pay attention to what I want y'all to listen to this before I talk about it. Listen to everything they said pertaining to finding his body. Let's listen to this, please. Pay attention, y'all.
Not too many details about what exactly.
You notice how that starts off? You don't notice how when they don't know what lie to say, it usually starts off? Well, I don't know too many details. I don't know too many details, but this is what we was told to say. Let's go.
A little after sunrise, got into the water not too many details about what exactly happened once he was in the water, but authorities did end up finding his body actually hundreds of yards away down the shoreline. His body was discovered in a rocky cove. It was brushed up against that rocky cove. We do know that first responders were called to the scene.
That's pure bullshit. That's pure bullshit. You know what they fucked up, y'all? See? Eve, I see you, girl. You know what they fucked up? I don't know why God has put so many things on me, but I understand it. Rest in peace to my little cousin, Tonise. 4 years ago, they was at White Lake, a big amusement park area down here. Twins. My little cousin went to the water. Unfortunately, he wasn't attended the way he was supposed to be, in my opinion. He was only 9 years old. And they found my cousin swollen, unalive, floating around in the water. When someone drowns, it's caused asphyxiation, suffocating, drowning, choking. Do you notice if somebody goes under the water a long time in the movies or the television shows, when they pull them from out the water, the first thing they do is start pumping their chest because they're trying to get the water out of their lungs. Right? You always see somebody, sometimes you see somebody spit up the water and then come back to yourself. Make a long story short, my cousin swole up like a float. And it's stagnated weight. It can't go nowhere. It's a current in all waters. So you mean to tell me Malcolm-Jamal Warner's body was hundreds of yards away, but check this out. Pay attention. They found it in a rock area. A rock area. That's like, L'Oreal, I see you. That's like when you fishing off of rocks, and if you pull a hook too bad, the hook could get caught up under a rock. They found his body in a rock area. First of all, if that was the case, his body would have went straight out into the ocean. This is Costa Rica. This ain't the United States of America. This ain't Brighton Beach. This ain't Coney Island. This is Costa Rica. First of all, you said they doing some crazy shit. Let me explain something to y'all. Let me calm down right quick. Y'all get into this right quick. Let's go.
Medics immediately tried to resuscitate him and made those efforts, but those efforts were unfortunately unsuccessful. We are being told by authorities that they currently believe that the cause of asphyxiation and the drowning is due to a possible very powerful rip current that may have come in again early in the morning. And as we know, rip currents are very, very powerful.
That's more bullshit. That's more bullshit. Is there anybody else in here? Does anybody in here swim? Does anybody in here swim? And one of you motherfuckers better say something because I'm going to be mad. I better not be the only black person that know how to swim in this podcast because I got into an argument over that shit. Tell me somebody else in here knows how to swim. Tell me somebody else in here has been in ocean water. Eve, you're from New York. I know you done been to Coney Island water. I know you've been to the beach. Dog, we know you East New York. Yes. Dog, Keish. All right, so let me ask you something. Chilling with love, you about to get 10 seconds. But I ain't gonna do that to you because we cool. You supposed to get, let me explain. I ain't gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about that later. Number one, let me ask you one more question. Well, I know dog, yes. East New York, talk to me. Have you ever swam in ocean water? Have you ever swam in water with current, with wave? Ghost Town Bullies, you about to get it too. You too. Yep, you too. Yep, you too. So, dog, if you swam in water, East New York, you say yes. You swam in water. Don't you know we was always told, what do you supposed to do when the wave is coming? I ain't even gonna say nothing. You see what dog said? Big sea water. What do we, when a big wave come, what we supposed to do, y'all? That's a fact. That's a fact. You jump with it. Go right. The minute it go up, you go up and go under. When it comes up, you take the wave up and then you cut through the water under. And it goes over you. It goes past you. It goes right past you. When the wave is coming up like this, okay, this is the wave. All right, this is the wave. The wave is coming up. This is you. You go up with the wave. Now check this out. This is your move. You go just like that. The wave goes over you and you come up over the wave and you watching it go back. I'm telling you, they barred me from going on trips when I was young. Old head said the timing is the culprit, Dice. But dig what I'm saying to you, old head. At 5:30 in the morning when the sun is coming up in Costa Rica, no. Let me explain something to you. A person that don't know, let me explain something to you. If you're unsure about your comfortable being, if you're unsure about you being in the water swimming, you're not going out there with nobody. You're not going out there by yourself. Yo, come on, y'all. They ain't gonna do that to us. Not to us.
Immediate instinct when something like this happens is to swim against it, swim back to shore. But in many cases, in the past, tragedies in the past, what happens is it only carries you out further and further. And then that leads to, being tired and everything, and then drowning, of course.
Yeah, so unbelievable there. And Branson, I also was reading that just days ago, he had another podcast episode that was dropped, and now a lot of fans are starting to really listen to that as maybe one of his last times that you hear him.
Right, exactly. I mean, that kind of leads me to all of the outpouring of love that we're seeing all the celebrities.
Now, who said they couldn't swim again? Chilling with Love, she getting shot. Bingo, that's her 10 seconds. Who else? My man Ghost Town Bullies. I see you too. Don't worry about it. You about to get clapped. I'm about to find you. I'm taking my time. I'm looking for my kill. Where you at, Ghost? Where you at, Ghost? Don't try to hide. Don't try to hide. I see you. I see you. Don't try to hide. Don't try to hide. Don't try to hide. Oh, there you go. I got you. You get your 10 seconds too. Nobody's exempt. Uh-oh, Willie said it too. Willie, you got one. You got one. That's yours. Here you go. I'm in a giving mood tonight. Y'all know I had to whip somebody out over that? Story time right quick. Do y'all know, it's on Sharon McLeod, man, I never touched my beautiful mother again. Do y'all know I had to whip somebody over that? Whip somebody out. I mean, out. Whipped him out. In front of his wife, in front of the manager of hotel, whipped him out. Promise you. Yo, Chilling with Love. I'm doing security. Yo, this word to my mother. I know y'all be saying I got that's why I be trying to tell people I don't really be fucking with certain people. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't fuck with certain energy. I'm not saying that my way is right. I'm not saying that. But I know that my way keeps me out of trouble. I'm really from that era where certain things can happen immediately. I'm talking about bing, bang, wah, wah, all of a sudden, okay, doom. I'm doing security in Myrtle Beach. Yo, Annette, I'm about to tell you some shit. You laughing. I'm doing security in Myrtle Beach. I'm working for this company called Excalibur. Crazy part about it is I have a licensed firearm. I have a few licensed firearms. Because I had a licensed firearm, that upped my pay. And because I was coming from North Carolina, driving to South Carolina, that automatically upped my pay. The security company was paying people $15 an hour to do security. because I was coming from North Carolina, because I had a gun, because I went to the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. It's called SLED. And they faxed my people in North Carolina about the gun, talking about everything is right. That got me to $28 an hour. You're Ron BX. I've had illegal guns my whole life. Knock on wood. Thank God I haven't been in prison. Thank God I haven't been in prison. Because of it. So when I came down here, and shout out to my cousin, he was a sheriff at the time. When he told me I was eligible to have a legal firearm, it kind of made me look at things differently, but it kind of gave me a maturity and a responsibility also. Because when we bought guns back in the days, it wasn't nothing. Because if we was going to use that shit, we was going to use that shit. But when you get a legal gun with a serial number that comes right back to your name, there's a different set of consequences that come along with that if that firearm is used in a robbery, a homicide, an attempted robbery, an attempted homicide. No, it's certain things you can't do. That's a fact. L'Oreal in South Carolina, I remember she said that. SLED, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. When I had to go to their courthouse, it looked like, quote unquote, a slave setup. Wooden benches. L'Oreal, I'm lying. Wooden benches. Wooden benches, Ron BX. I said the floor is wood and the benches is wood like an old church. Crackers. I'm talking about you play out there, you go to jail in South Carolina, your ass go to the potato field. I'm lying, L'Oreal? They take you to somewhere where you're going to be picking potatoes out the ground from 5 o'clock in the fucking morning to 5 o'clock at night. Some straight up 48-hour shit. Me too, dog. That's why I thought that I was never eligible for a gun. I've been arrested. I've been to jail. But I've never been convicted. You see what L'Oreal said? This is fact. You go to jail in South Carolina, you going to a motherfucking potato field, nigga. This nigga's riding around on horses, nigga. Water can't. I'm talking about Gatorade water, big motherfucking water, little cups, drinking water. Nigga, let me tell you something. Go to jail in North Carolina if you want to, nigga. You might be on the side of the highway picking up pieces of paper. Hey, TT. Yo, TT, do me a favor. I want you down here, girl. I need you here Saturday. We're doing Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Chilling with Love. Thursday night, she's going to give me the honor to have a conversation with me. But I want everybody to come here. And if you want to participate, hit that link. The topic is, what is it that you really want? Now, see, we're going to have a bunch of air-like men up here, I anticipate. It's not going to be no war. It's not going to be no clashing. It's not going to be no rah, 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 rah. The individuals that come up here, I need y'all to pay attention to this. So if you can't comply with these rules, maybe it's just time for you to sit in the chat. If you come up here, I want you to understand, we're going to have a conversation about what is it that we want. The reason why I say men are from Mars, women are from Venus, because they say when it comes to certain things, women think in a similar way. When it comes to certain things, y'all categorize, say men think a certain way. Do I agree with that? Yes. Do I agree that all men think the same? No. Do I agree that all women think the same? No. But I do understand that we all can relate to each other. Shit, this might help me. This might help you. This might help somebody watching. This might help somebody that's in the cut. Like I said, it's all love. I'm talking about some grown folk shit, y'all. I need you, TT. I want you up there. I need your energy. I'm so serious, y'all. Grown folk shit, because I'm 52 years old and I still don't know it. I still don't know it. So maybe if I got some air-like, great-minded women up here, Keish, make sure you get your ass in the building too. If I got some women up here that can let me understand how y'all feel, Because see, I said this before. Diamond Shooter, I see you. I've learned this. Take accountability for certain things. I've learned this. I should give Diamond Shooter 10 seconds because she called me a crybaby. But I am a waterhead. I've been telling y'all that from day one. I said this before Compa passed away. You remember when Compa passed away, I tried to do the live. About 30 seconds, I'm crying. I can't help it. I don't believe in mistreating people. You did? But I've noticed when you are in a relationship with somebody, you talk at each other. You're not talking to each other. Some of us men, we have said, yo, I don't give a fuck about them. Yeah. Some of us women, because we're talking at each other. But if we got some great people up here that are not in relationships, we can talk to each other. And shout out the Diamond Shooter. I'm gonna say this because I tried to say this earlier. Shout out the Rose Gold. I had a great time over there, y'all. Shout out the Rose Gold. Somebody drop his link. I was really one of the people that thought like this, so I'm gonna speak about me. When I was younger, maybe because of the setting that I saw pertaining to my grandmother and grandfather, you know, my grandmother really admired my grandfather. He really loved and admired her. So their position to uphold each other and hold each other down was what they were focused on. My mother, her and my pops, different situation. My mother, you couldn't tell her she wasn't beautiful. Fruit salute. Now, see, my mother, you couldn't tell her she wasn't beautiful. Now, these two right here, their objective in life was to love each other. These two right here, my grandmother and grandfather, their objective in life was to love each other no matter what. No matter what. When it came to my mother, her mouth, I thought about something Diamond Shooter said today. My mother's mouth. Ooh. My mother's mouth. My mother's mouth. Her mouth. I know my father loved her because her mouth would make a lack of control man want to fight. But see, we have to pay attention to something, ladies and gentlemen. I never seen my grandmother talk back to my grandfather. Let's walk, y'all. I'm going to help y'all with something because it's helping me. I never seen my grandmother talk back to my grandfather. It wasn't because she was less of a woman. It's because she had a different way of life. She came up with, quote unquote, she know what it is for a black man to just get beat because he's black. So she wasn't really with the not being a supportive woman, not being a mother to her children. She's from that era. My grandmother loved God. Now, my mother loved God too. But she didn't get here to 1953. My mother worked for Orbach's Gimbals, A&S, and Saks Fifth Avenue is where she retired from. So you got to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not one of them niggas that don't feel as though that women should voice their opinion. I'm not one of them niggas. Because it's a new day. Street Queen, I see you in the building with your big ass forehead. It ain't nothing. It's love, sis. My mother came up in the era where she had her own money. My mother had her own money, and then my mom's had me at 20. And then my pops went to jail for a body, and he did 10 years. So in them 10 years, my mom's had to grow the fuck up. And in Brooklyn, you could not be passive. You cannot be passive. The situation with OG Bobby and Chilling with Love, I'm asking for it to stop now. I said it earlier. It's not cool. Yes, I am wrong. I am wrong for times that I may have did my live upset with somebody that may have been over here that I felt as though they might have betrayed me. Them lives ain't up there. You know why I take down a lot of lives? Because I used to go back and look at them shits when I was calm, and that shit used to scare me. I remember when certain people that I know and care about used to tell me, when you get upset, Dice, you scary. So when I went back and watched this shit, I do this shit for my last name. I don't do this for my first. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person. So instead of just continuously just getting up every day to do lives or putting up shorts, talking about anybody, male or female, it's just not me. It's really not me. Even Egypt tell you that. She just tell you that word. Like you heard when she balked. She was like, yo, word up. I don't be fucking with people like that. Like, and then with women, I'm from the era. See, I know people like Gracie, my man Shannon and Stacy moms. I know women that punch men in the face. I know women that were very overly aggressive because they demanded their respect. I know people like Michelle Monte, may she rest in peace. Keisha Mother, may she rest in peace. I know women that were at the highest degree in the epitome of being a woman, but you could not disrespect them because of where we were from. All the women on YouTube deserve to have their voice. I asked all the women from the Eve James to the Chilling with Loves, to the Diamond Shooters, to the Melly Mels, to the Simbas. If I forgot somebody, blame it on the reefer. To the Tizzle Tays, to the Queen Jailers. I don't like seeing none of y'all arguing. And see, I heard people say today, well, I like seeing when dudes is arguing. See, if you really, I'm not with that shit. That arguing shit, the Chilling with Loves, yes, right? That arguing shit, I've seen some of the most pettiest things end up with a sheet over somebody and a group of people standing around a body smoking weed and a beer and homicide detectives. And usually somebody mom screaming because their child is on the ground. See, I foresee certain shit. You'll be saying, yo, it's not gonna happen because niggas is on YouTube. They never gonna see each other. How do you know that? How do you know that? Seriously. I'm about to drop it, sis. How do you know you're not gonna bump into somebody? G-Mac, I see you. How do you know that you aren't going to bump into somebody? Think about that for a minute. How do you know you're not going to bump into somebody? And how do you know what that person is going to do if you should happen to bump into them? That's why I know the difference between niggas that really been around shit and people that's just up here doing shit for clicks and views. Because if a nigga died in your arms, if you ever been sitting down playing cards and you hear some shit like a loud explosion go off and then your ring in the ear is just overwhelming and then it feels like somebody spit on your face, but that's blood from your man brains. Okay, I'm going to say this again. If you ain't never been playing cards in the middle of the night in a park, and niggas start arguing, Niggas act like they about to fight, and then we break it up, and then niggas leave. And then about 30, 40 minutes later, niggas is playing cards, and then I feel something, because it all happens simultaneously. It felt like somebody spitting on the side of my face, a loud roar, and my ear starts ringing, and my man fall over in my lap. See, I know the consequences of disrespect. And I don't want to hear about nobody getting hurt. And I say to all the dudes, women, you know, they say it. The woman's tongue is more dangerous than the iniquity of a snake pit. Sometimes you just got to be like, yo, check this out. We don't fuck with each other. We just don't fuck with each other. That's just simple. It's just so much things that you can do with your time, because that's wasted time, in my opinion. And to me, that's cries out for help. See, I will say how I feel. To me, that's cries out for help. You see, I can identify loneliness. People may get upset when I say I can identify a motherfucker that's lonely. Just by what the fuck you be talking about when you live. If you feel like I'm talking about you, maybe I am. I'm just being real, and I'm not trying to be funny. It's a bunch of people that got $45 a month that mentally ain't fucking right. They ain't right. They ain't right. It's people up here that are very, very evil. If I put out dog address, if I put out GMAC address, nigga, there ain't no coming back from that, man. Ain't no coming back from that, man. It ain't nothing I accept but one of them niggas that try to violate me if we bump into each other. I don't expect to see G-Mac a dog in the street and be like, yo, son, yo, what up, boy? You know, I was just fucking with you when I put up your address where you and your kids and your moms and them is at. I expect the nigga to be trying to tear my head the fuck off. But on YouTube, y'all encourage that shit. Man, listen. Do y'all know something? Do y'all really, really know it can happen if you come to somebody's home? I've showed y'all my home. Y'all know where I'm at. You see, beware of the dog, no trespassing. See, these are the things that they told me when I became a registered firearm owner. They said, in order to what? Cover my tracks, I got to make sure I have big signs saying, beware of the dog. Because he doesn't have North Carolina, dog bite you. That's a liability. You could get sued for that. You have to let, oh shit, that nigga got a dog on his shit. And then my shit say no trespassing. So that means if I ain't invite you to my motherfucking crib, you step foot on my crib, I'm going to blow your body away. And I'm going to call the police. Don't be coming to my motherfucking house because everybody in my motherfucking neighborhood is my family. But on YouTube, that's cool. That's cool. That's why I don't go to everybody's chat. I watch a lot of chats, but I don't type in chats because it's certain fuckery I'm never going to stand for. It's been plenty of examples what can happen to people if they get caught off guard by somebody that's highly upset about things they was talking about on YouTube. Did that stop anybody? Nah. That still don't stop people. Yo, shout out to China. I'm going to tell you some shit that you ain't got to believe, but I know you're going to believe it because I say word to Sharon McLeod. Harlem legend, good dude. He ain't aggressive. He a good guy. Hell of a motherfucking commentator. But he will defend his family. China? You run up on China Brim. Nathaniel, you run up on him, he going to try to beat you to China. Niggas be talking certain shit about niggas in podcast content creators. I don't even be talking about shit. I just be laughing. I just be praying within my heart that certain niggas don't get caught up by certain niggas. Because there's certain shit that niggas say on here. I'm not advocating no death, but some niggas just deserve to get punched in their motherfucking mouth, man. There's one nigga on here. I don't even say the nigga name. I pray to God to bump into him. Anywhere, Handy Hugo, 95, Harlem, damn, I pray to God to break. Yo, let me tell you something, because it's going to be the wrath of Genghis Khan. He going to have to disappoint God if God ever put me in arm's reach of him, because there's certain shit niggas be saying on YouTube that you can't come back from, man. You can't come back from. But when it comes to the women on YouTube, they got the right to be aggressive. This is a new day. It's 2025. Chicks ain't sitting down in the crib waiting for a nigga to come home and give them no money at the end of the week no more. Bitches is going to get their own motherfucking bread. So if she bringing a motherfucking money home from them bills, she should have a motherfucking opinion or a voice. She should. Two people arguing from a distance, you'll never know which one is really the person that has a valid point. Two people arguing from a distance, you'll never know which one has a valid point. You'll just see two people displaying ignoramus, nincompoop displays of behavior. Simple and plain. Facts. Facts. I'm going to show y'all something right now. Y'all may get upset what I'm about to say. Y'all may get upset what I'm about to say, but you know, I don't care. I ain't no yes-a boss. I'm Sharon fucking McLeod's son, man. And if she ain't tell me nothing, she let me know who I am, man. I ain't gonna never surrender my reality. My pops taught me that. I'm never gonna surrender my reality. I'd rather die first. I'm too in love with God. See, that's why people be saying why Dice don't be here, why Dice. Because you can't tell me you God and move like the devil. That shit is ass backwards with me. That shit is confusing. You can't tell me that you God, or you can't tell me, we ain't even gonna have to go to, you can't tell me that you are genuinely a good person and then encourage disrespect. It could happen. You could be a genuinely good person and encourage disrespect because you've been sheltered all your life and you haven't been outside and you don't know the effect and the power of a tongue and you don't know the effect. Yo, let me tell you something. I know niggas that's dead, man. I know niggas that's no longer here physically because of things they said to niggas' girls, the shit they said to niggas' baby mothers. Yo, fuck you, bitch, suck my dick. Niggas is no longer here. Niggas is really gone. There's certain shit niggas done said on YouTube I laugh at. But it's certain shit I see on YouTube that I never participate with. Instead of trying to shoot the women down, okay, because this is who I am. Instead of trying to shoot the women down, talk to them about what you feel as though their flaws are. Because that's the part I don't understand neither. If you see a flaw in somebody that you're interested in, because if you're not interested in somebody, you should not be watching their content. TT, when she go live, she's so calming, I go to sleep. Sometimes I'll be up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning just thinking. If TT go live at night, she'll see me typing and then people are stopping because her energy is calming. You have to destroy to rebuild. If you have a house that's infested with termites, that wood foundation is no longer trustworthy. This means that if you have a home where you have your children, yourself, your woman, your moms, the termites have overtaken the wood, so the foundation is no longer trustworthy. That means you could be walking and your roof can fall in on your child or your wife or your mother or yourself. That's what God be doing. God make some shit happen to you that'll make you stop. See, that's what I know. No, that's another way how I know people be going through certain shit because of the energy that they bring to YouTube. The energy lets you know something's wrong. People are so tired of not being able to voice their opinions to the people that they're in love with. They getting YouTube channels to say how they feel. A lot of people with YouTube channels are just people that can't talk to people that they're really around in real life, and then they happen to snag the other few people to come around. TT said some shit earlier. She said the dirty sector is looked at where a slum is at. Where the slum is at. Ain't nothing slum about me. And like I said, we're a dysfunctional family. And sometimes family get disagreed. But I'm not going live about nobody. Especially when I can hit you on the gram. And I can curse you out and you can curse me out. Because, you know, I keep telling you this. I've been said this. All I see on YouTube is a bunch of people that misconstrued rapport with friendships on YouTube. Pay attention. They misconstrued rapport with friendship on YouTube. Some people, just because they've had a person that have been on a platform with them, supporting them, supposedly, they have built rapport. That's not friendship. That's a rapport. So when you start talking about things that's bothering you or things that you're really going through in your life with people that you have a rapport with, oh, that's free information. Because you got to understand, the people that you built the rapport with over YouTube, you met them because they trying to be on YouTube. I'm somebody with or without YouTube. Go to St. Laz. Check the motherfucking comments. Go to St. Laz and check the comments on my stories. It's wrong. It's seriously wrong. Now, if we sit up here joking, ranking on each other, that's one thing. But the hurtful shit, y'all, I can't be, that shit fucks with my spirit. See, when I see certain things, it gives me the same energy for when other things have happened. You know, like when you watch ladies and gentlemen, you go listen to a love song, and then when the song just came out today. You hear the shit on the radio, that shit automatically take you back to somebody you was dealing with, and you're no longer with them. You may have separated. It's like that with, see, energy never died, whether it's good or bad. So when I'm seeing people going, yo, son, I'm live right now, and I'm pulling up on you, boy, and where you at, and yo, what's happening? Check this out. I'm like, hold up, somebody might die. Rose Gold, I see you. Somebody might die. But see, the crazy part is when some people are so mind fucked on YouTube, some people are waiting for some people to die for they could be the first one to go live and say, this one died. I seen that happen with my man. I seen a lot of, let me catch myself. I seen a lot of people try to capitalize off the death of my childhood friend for clicks and views. And that's why they don't prosper on YouTube. So I can imagine what's going on in life. They're not going to prosper off of playing with comp name, y'all. Especially if you're promoting wickedness. And sometimes, yeah, women, y'all do say some things. Because my mother used to say things like I told you about her mouth. I remember one time she told my father, she said, you get that attitude from your bitch ass mother. Yeah, y'all say shit like that. Diamond said that shit. Y'all say shit. My mother said, this woman right here that looks so innocent. She looks so innocent. She looked my father right in his face. I'm in the kitchen. She said, you get that bitch shit from your, no, she said, you get that bitch ass shit from your mother. This is a fact. And then she had one of them looks in her face. Ladies, if you done said some slick shit to your man, what's that look you got in your face? I wish you would hit me, nigga. Check out this cat, man. That's why they couldn't put no drugs on him. They couldn't say he was on drugs. Rest in peace to this man, beautiful soul, y'all.
I am tired of running for shade. And aren't you tired of being hustled and played? And aren't we all tired of crying about how hard it is to back America, even if it looks like we've got it made? But freedom has its limits, so here we are, tear-streaked and salt-stained faces. Traces of trauma and pain lace our DNA like our black pride is cut and laced with self-hate, and we still think it's dope. Just like the music we're programmed to celebrate. Can you tell me the fate of the people who consciously take the bait that embrace the very traits placed upon them by their captors, who by design are inclined to keep them believing?
Hold on. Y'all better pay attention to what he's saying, y'all. Let's go, y'all. Hey, YouTube usage.
I'm tired of running for shade. And aren't you tired of being hustled and played? And aren't we all tired of crying about how hard it is to be black in America, even if it looks like we've got it made? But freedom has its limits, so here we are, tear-streaked and salt-stained faces. Traces of trauma and pain lace our DNA like our black pride is cut and laced with self-hate, and we still think it's dope. Just like the music we're programmed to celebrate. Can you tell me the fate of the people who consciously take the bait that embrace the very traits placed upon them by their captors, who by design are inclined to keep them believing they're second rates? I'll wait.
What's good? Yes, I got the flower in my hair. Today's my daughter's birthday. She put the flower.
Yo, pay attention to what he just said after his daughter put that flower in his ear, yo. Rest in peace to this beautiful man, y'all.
What's good? Yes, I got the flower in my hair. Today's my daughter's birthday. She put the flower there, so I'm rocking it. What? It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta. I just want to shout out and just spread some love and some good cheer. And you know, life is out here lifing, right? For me and for everybody else. But just wanted to remind you, as I remind myself, that no matter what's going on, there's always a reason to smile. Like if you just take a minute to stop and take stock, I guarantee you can find at least one reason to smile. And if for some reason you can't find a reason to smile, then that's probably the best time to be the reason for somebody else to smile. So find a smile for yourself.
That's crazy. He said, if you can't find a reason to smile for yourself, it'll probably be the best time for you to smile for somebody else. Rest in peace to that cat, man. And I'm going to stay on top of this because I don't believe that bullshit. I don't really believe that bullshit, y'all. I promise you, I don't believe that bullshit, man. They said he supposedly drowned in Costa Rica early in the morning getting a swim. Y'all gonna get mad at this, and I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all gonna get mad at what I'm gonna ask y'all in a few minutes. Because I'm gonna stop being, I've never been known to be biased. Like I told you, if I fuck with you, you right in the eyes of our enemies. But when me and you get one-on-one, I'm gonna curse your ass. We might fight. If I fuck with you and you got me outside of my house, risking my freedom and my life with you because somebody is trying to harm you, even though you may be wrong, certain circumstances arise. I'm going to fight with you to the end, but when we get home, we going to fight again. DC, I see you. TT said, I was telling you in the chat earlier when you was live. And TT, you know what? She's in connection. Because I've been saying this for years. I've been on YouTube now for 3 years. When I first got on YouTube, some people joked with me about when I spoke about the Anunnaki, the Epheline. When I started talking about that, people started looking at me like I'm crazy. So many things that's happening across the world right now. They're flooding everywhere. New Jersey, JFK LaGuardia Airport was underwater yesterday. And she was underwater. They flooded in Texas. They flooded in Boston. Virginia, houses are snapping in half. New York, overpowered in the train stations. Down here in North Carolina, where the water is coming from the erosion from underground, where roads have split in half and look like now lakes. You see, old head, you got some conspiracy theorists in you, because I got something I wanted to show y'all. Yeah, a coincidence is an excuse for a sucker, Keish. I wanted to say something to y'all because, I'll be watching shit. Remember I showed y'all that shit the other day about the nigga with no ear and all that shit. But let me show you something right quick. Let me show y'all some shit right quick before I get into this shit. Show y'all something right quick. Have y'all know who that is, right? Let me get some Kool-Aid. Y'all know who that is, right? It's a hell of a fucking coincidence because I don't believe in them shits. But y'all see what this is, right? Yo, Chief, man, send me some motherfucking White Castles, nigga. He said, yo, you absolutely right, man. Things is getting serious with Mother Nature. Growing up as a kid, I didn't even remember it. But this is being hot. You see the three indications or the three like dimples? The dimple in the middle of his head, the dimple on the side of his cheek, and the dimple right under his lip. That's him. Big Epstein. That's him. Have y'all ever seen his face before? Oh, head said, I'm killing Illuminati for a long time, Big Dice. You crazy? But have y'all seen that face before? Anybody got a $20 bill in their pocket? Matter of fact, y'all ain't even got to pull out the $20 bill. I want y'all to pay attention to something. Does this look familiar? Peoples, what up? I see you in the building. Chill, y'all. No shooting, y'all. No shooting, no shooting, no shooting, no shooting, no shooting. No shooting, no shooting, no shooting, y'all. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keeps me chilling. He don't look like Alexander Hamilton to you, TT? Hold up. Look good again. Look real good, TT. He don't look like a hell of a motherfucking coincidence, the same person? Check that shit out, Rose. Let me tell you something. Shout out to Rose Gold too, man. I had a ball over there with y'all yesterday. My battery went dead, but I had a ball over there. Dead ass serious. Shout out to Rose. I didn't even know that he had a chat. You know what I'm saying? The channel. Put your shit in the link. TT said reincarnated doppelganger. Remember though, Epstein wasn't charged with anything when the new Alexander Hamilton bill came out. Let me explain something to you. I'm about to show y'all something. I don't want y'all to get upset, especially my guys. Especially my guys. When it comes to the police, it's time to start acting accordingly if you're a fucking adult. Police get behind you, you got a motherfucking gun, and it's illegal. Pull over, hope that they don't want to search your car, hope that they're giving you a speeding ticket, hope that you didn't signal, pray to God. You got drugs on you, same thing, man. Pray to God that if they get behind you, if that's your life and what you choose to be into, I send my prayers. I wouldn't advise it, but if that's what you into, that's you. You got some drugs on you, stand up for your fucking charge if they find them drugs. Everybody talking about this shit in Jacksonville, and of course, they're making it about racial. They're making it about racial. They're making it about racial because the young man is black and the officers is white. I don't like being biased. I don't like being biased. And from being beat up twice by two different groups of police, 77th and the 81st, shout out to the 77th precinct and the 81st precinct, 80 worst, AKA, being beat senseless by the police, I understand now the reason why I got whipped out by the police is because of the way I handled myself. You did? Check this out right quick, man.
Now to the traffic stop that's gone viral and why the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says it's opened an investigation. The video shows deputies beating and punching William McNeil Jr., who says it happened back in February, but he's releasing the video now. Here's a portion of it.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I do?
Pay attention to what's going on right now. You see the police officer on this side because he said his window does not come down. He been asked him, yo, open the door. Come out of the car. He's explaining to another police officer the reason why he has not exited the car. He is explaining to the other police officer why at this particular time he has not exited the car. But pay attention to this. He is not being compliant to what is being asked upon him. God salute. Paulie, I see you. Check this out.
Wrong. Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
TT said, I saw this and my blood was boiling. Can I ask you, sis, why? Anybody else agree with TT? TT said that shit had her upset. Why? Think about it. Why did it have, or would anybody be upset? Keith said she couldn't even watch it. It would have messed up PTSD up. Yo, DC, that's a hell of a motherfucking question right there, my guy. Thank you. Thank you. See, it's grown folks conversation. Pay attention to what my man said. Why didn't he open the door? Check what dog said right behind him. Yo, just get out the car, my you. Now check this out. Pay attention to this. This is 3. They say when you come in 3, that's when God is. The first one was, check this out, DC. Why didn't he open the door? Dog said, yo, just get out the car. My nigga Chief said right behind that, the third one. No, he shouldn't have got out the car. However, they used excessive force. That's 3 comments. 2 say yay, 1 says nay. I say he should have already been out of the car. That's a fact. Titi said they definitely used excessive force. He said they was going to beat him either way. I disagree. I disagree. The reason why I disagree is when they first came, pay attention now to the frustration that's built up on anybody if they are a police officer. Black, white, Hispanic, green. You pull somebody over and you ask them to step out of the car. Pay attention. His window is unoperative. His window does not work. That's 1 strike against him. So them asking him to now open the door, because they can say because of their safety, he's now refusing. Chillin' with Love said they could have handled it better. Pay attention, y'all are right. Pay attention, but let's not be biased for a minute. Let's not be biased for a minute. He's talking to another police officer and asking him, could he please pull up laws? He should have been out of the car. He should have been out of the car. I'm here. One more time.
Call your supervisor. Can you call? And then there's when he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up? Huh? Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor? Huh? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
I'm here. Now, y'all see why, quote unquote, I said he should have been out that car? Because once they put their hands on me like that, once they punch me, they'd have killed me. I don't want to go to that. I don't want them to have no reason for them to say that I was being uncompliant on tape. I don't want them to have no reason for them to say that, because if they put their hands on me, now I don't know if I'm going to be able to control myself. But wait till y'all see why he didn't want to get out the car. It's always a story.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. No.
Well, we don't know what happened before the camera started recording, but civil rights attorneys Harry Daniels and Ben Crump are now representing McNeil. In a statement, they said it should be obvious to anyone watching this video that William McNeil wasn't a threat to anyone. He was calmly exercising his constitutional rights, and they beat him for it. Rena Roy joins us now. She's covering the story for us, and the release of this video All right, sort of take us through, Rena, what we just saw.
Yeah, well, Kira, the video is difficult to watch, and it seems to pick up shortly after William McNeil Jr. was pulled over by cops. Now, remember, this was back in February, and at first you hear him asking why he was pulled over, and they say he didn't have his headlights on, and he says there's no rain. A sheriff's deputy responds, it doesn't matter. That's when McNeil is asked to show his hands, which he does. He's also asked to get out of the car, so he asks to speak with his supervisor. That sheriff's deputy then breaks his window. You actually see the glass shatter onto McNeil, and the sheriff's deputy punches him. He's pulled out of the car, pushed to the ground, and we see multiple officers beating him as he's placed under arrest, Kira.
Have we heard from McNeil, Rena? Was he charged with anything?
Well, court records, Kira, show that McNeil is facing a slew of charges, and I'll just read through them here. The first is resisting arrest without violence to his or her person. He's also charged with possessing not more than 20 grams of marijuana, driving.
His first charge is resistance of arrest without violence. Pay attention. The first charge, he was scared because he had the weed in his pocket. The first charge is resistance of arrest without violence.
Kira, show that McNeil is facing a slew of charges, and I'll just read through them here. The first is resisting arrest without violence to his or her person. And he's also charged with possessing not more than 20 grams of marijuana, driving while his license was suspended, not wearing a seatbelt, and no headlights in the rain. And he was sentenced.
Best lawyers in the state. For what? Best lawyers in the state for what? You know, I love you, sis. She said, I hope he gets the best lawyer. The best lawyers in the state for what? He had City Boy. He said, you can tell the news people voice that they hate when crimes is committed by them. Laugh out loud. Pay attention, y'all. He put himself in that old situation. He had not more than 20 grams of marijuana, driving with a suspended license, driving without his seatbelt on, and non-compliance to the weather. Why was he driving? Hold up, Divine, think about this. If they'd have trumped him up, his charge would have been with violence. He got his first charge is resisting arrest without violence. Second charge, possession of marijuana of not more than 20 grams. Third charge, driving with a suspended license. This is all accurate facts. Fourth charge, driving, we see no seatbelt. That's a fact, Harley. I got to respect that. She said, we don't know how true. That is what the cop said. That's a straight fact right there. That's a straight fact. But I know one thing, that suspended license, if his license were good, they wouldn't have came up suspended. You resist without violence by when they asked you to come out the car, you said no. You know why he didn't get out that car? Because he was dirty. He was dirty all across the board. The word of the day on this situation, accountability. Somebody put that in the chat. Yeah, they found the weed, not more than 20 grams, DC. Not more than 20 grams. Think about it, dumbass charges. He got a suspended license. He didn't have a seatbelt on. It's still a charge. That's a $500 fine down here. and he didn't put his lights on during the weather. Accountability. That's the word of the day. He wanted, you know what? He wanted to go to jail. He wanted to go to jail. He told himself, yo, I want to go to jail today. He said, I want to go to jail. Because that's what niggas do. What's the first rule if you're a motherfucking gangster if you was in the street and you got drugs on you in the vehicle? What's the first rule? Your license, your insurance, your registration have to be on point. You see the first thing they say? License and registration, please. Hold on. First thing what they ever said to you when they pulled you over, if you ever been pulled over. License and registration, please. That's a fact, right, DC? Anytime you've ever been pulled over by a police officer, the first thing they say, well, hey, how you doing? Man, you might have been going a little too fast. Man, you wouldn't be driving. This is what gets the party started. License and registration, please. That nigga was chameleonaire. You think I'm rolling with hating, Clayton trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty. That nigga is riding dirty. That nigga is riding dirty. You think he's smoking, patrolling. And I bet you he was smoking weed. And I bet you he was smoking weed. And I bet you his dumb ass was smoking weed. He wanted to go to jail. That nigga probably told everybody in his house, yo, I'm about to go to jail, y'all. This is don't go to jail 101. License, gotta be good. Check this out. Gangster rules, allegedly. If you have a bad license, you get somebody with a good license. Yo, chilling with love. Check this out. My license is fucked up. I got $150. I need you to take me somewhere and bring me back home. No questions asked. Okay, guys. If you don't have a license, you don't take the risk of getting on a fucking road. You know when you take the risk of getting on a road, there are some times when you should take the risk in getting on the road if you have a bad license or you don't have a license or your license is suspended. I'm going to give you some examples. If your children are in the hospital, if your family members are in the hospital, if something is happening with you where you're afraid that an ailment that you have with your health may contribute to you losing your life and you get in that car and drive to the hospital and say, I don't feel good, those are examples where the police pull you over. Yo, what's wrong? Check this out. I ain't got no license. My baby's in the hospital. The insurance is everything is good with the car. This is my uncle's car. They just called me from the hospital. I ain't got no time to be waiting, quote unquote, for them to come home. I don't have no license. 9 out of 10 times that cop is going to go, follow me. Emergencies. DC said, if your wife is having a baby, a real cop, he said, will either let you go or put the lights on. Ooh, follow me, nigga. We ain't stopping for no red fucking lights, baby. Your child is in the hospital? Oh, you got a baby on the way? Man, come the fuck on, nigga. Fuck that ticket, Cynthia. But you shouldn't be giving no motherfucking break because you're driving around with drugs, high, with no motherfucking license, which is suspended, and you ain't got on no seatbelt, and you ain't got your lights on, and it's a foggy day of weather. You need to be in jail, you disgusting, nasty animal. Let me explain something to you. if it was a bunch of black cops and it was a white young kid with drugs and a suspended license and ain't have no seatbelt on and would have put his lights on. Let me explain something to you. It's human nature. They would have all got enraged. Yo, get out the car. What do you mean? I'm not getting out the car. I'm calling my goddamn lawyer. Another cop walks around there black. Yo, bro, check this out. We ain't trying to play with you. Do me a favor. We need you to get out the car. And you talking to me, talking about, damn it, I'm not doing anything. Well, call your supervisor. What the fuck do you mean? I'm not getting... Black people gonna do and react the same way. See, because now they have that law that if you are being non-compliant and you try to barricade yourself inside of your car, they have the right to bust your window. They'll help you get to the hospital fast. Man, park that shit in the handicap, nigga. I ain't even gonna give you no ticket. Get up there and see your baby being born, lawn. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, y'all. I'm tired of that fucking racial card. I know some beautiful white people. I know some beautiful white people. I know some beautiful Palestinian people. I know some beautiful Yemenis people. I know some beautiful Guyanese people. I know some beautiful Jamaican people. I know some beautiful Italian people. Shout out to the Shelmonte family. You can't tell me all this racial shit is right. There are people that follow the law, and there are people that break the law. And then there's good people, and there's bad people. And then if you live in Jacksonville, Florida, you know the situation down there. You know the situation down there when it comes to racial police. See, what y'all don't know, it's this thing called probable cause in North Carolina. Now, you want to hear some indirect racial nigga shit? In North Carolina, if you are driving and you have dreads, that's probable cause to pull you over. See, we really got them sundown towns down here. We really got sundown towns down here. You get caught in certain towns after 6 o'clock in the wintertime when that sun is completely dark and it's black. You get caught in the motherfucking towns 8:30, 9 o'clock when that black sun comes, when that dark air is out and they pull your ass over. That's why they have them laws down here. If the police get behind you and you're on the highway and there's nobody there, the only thing you have to do is put on your hazard lights. Put on your hazard lights. Put on your hazard lights and do not speed, and you can drive to somewhere open like a Walmart, a gas station, Waffle House, somewhere illuminated where there'll be witnesses before you interact with that police down here by yourself, because it's a lot of police. They hanging niggas down here, y'all. I know y'all may think I'm joking. It's on Sharon McLeod. I wouldn't even go to these areas down here. This areas down here, I used to work for this company called Philip Morris. We used to put up the cigarette stands when you come in the store, the overheads. And if you go to Walmart, you see all the stuff with the Copenhagen and stuff like that, the cigarettes. We used to do that. That was our contract job. They sent us to a spot. They sent us to a spot where we drove past a house and there was a life-size black man doll hanging from the tree in the front, and at the mailbox at the bottom was a noose with a black baby doll. I told y'all about this before. A young man down here fell in love with a young lady. She was white. They got a beautiful child. Their daughter 11 years old now. They hung him, cut his penis off, and put it in his mouth. Bladenboro, North Carolina. Look it up. The NAACP was down here. It's beauty in everybody. East New York said, I couldn't wait to come back home. Let me tell you something about when I go home or when I went home. The lifestyle that I have chose at one particular time, unfortunately, will follow me for the rest of my life. I had to learn that if a person doesn't want the best for themselves, they can never fathom the idea of wanting the best for somebody else, if that makes sense. If the person never saw the worth within themselves and they seem themselves deemed to be in the area where we was born and raised, the same continuous situation, the same continuous routine for years in and out. When they see someone that came from that, someone that's literally responsible, and this is something that haunts me, I'm not happy to say this, it's a lot of people in my little section that it was Dello, and then it was me. I just leave that there. The little riffraffs or the hooligans that tried to emulate Dello or me, or the totality of me and Dello, they were so focused on our identities, they lost focus of their selves. So sometimes when you go home and you shake somebody's hand or you give somebody a hug, that you are genuinely happy that they aren't dead. Shit, they aren't in jail. They aren't addicted to any type of drugs that would have them way off. Shout out to my man Ninja. I seen my man Ninja. They said he was going off dust, but when he saw me, he stopped eating chicken and was like, yo, Dice, what up? So I understand the impact that I have on certain people that was close to me or heard about me or may have been affected in a good way, not a bad way, when it came to me. When I was outside, I made sure a lot of people got some money. I think that's why I wanted, besides God, that's one of the reasons why I'm always loved. I made sure a lot of people got some money. I made sure a lot of people, kids, was good at Christmas. I made sure a lot of people, kids, was good for that beginning of the year. I made sure a lot of people, kids, was good when they had to go back to school after that first week of Christmas. Just like the people before us laid out the maps, the Johnny Greenleys, my uncle, the Ice Waters, you know what I'm saying, the Fred McIntoshes, the Sun Guards, the Freds, the Tobbs, the Dobbs, the Travs, rest in peace. The gangsters before us that laid out the format, you know, we kind of tried to modify it, but the whole morale compass of being somebody of honor is always going to line up. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's either you honorable or you not. It's not you honorable Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you're dishonorable. That means you're dishonorable. You can't turn off and on honor. Once you did something dishonorable, you can no longer be deemed as an honorable person. It's just, and I'm from the era where for somebody to say you did something dishonorable, that's disappointing. I'd rather be like, yo, the nigga was a killer. Oh, the nigga used to bust his gun. Oh, the nigga was a robber. The nigga was a thief. The nigga used to sell heroin. He sell crack. I can respect all that shit. But when they say a nigga did something dishonorable, nah, you can't come back from that. You can't come back from nothing like that. But the bad part about it is the intro of this, and then I'm gonna get into that Shannon Sharpe, man. Shout out to Joff, man. Y'all better listen to what he was saying, man.
The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing.
I had your picture on my mirror. I took that shit down. Finally see that you been a clown. Been holding us down while you fucking round. Nigga, you for the streets. Good thing I kept my receipts. I finally see you're no good for me. Now I'm finally living stress-free. Meanwhile, I'm getting my weight up. Got a new nigga that's a layup. You only wanna smoke, fucking layup. And I've been needing more than you ever gave us. You ain't been on my mind. Ain't got no feelings inside when I see you. I hate when I see you. And now we outside. Don't speak, don't try to say hi when I see you. It's fuck you when I see you. Something was already telling me I can't fuck with you, boy. You niggas be blowing my fucking mind. Got a good girl, but wasting her time. Cause you don't know what to do with it. Abusing it, and it hurts every time. Had to take your number out my phone. You was choosing hoes instead of home. I can do bad on my own. 20 missed calls, nigga, leave me alone. You ain't been on my mind. Ain't got no feelings inside when I see you. I hate when I see you. I hate when I see you. And now we outside. Don't speak, don't try to.
Naya, man. It's like that song. That's a cool little song and everything. I don't know if y'all heard about what's going on with Shannon Sharpe, but he the next Puff Daddy. I'm gonna get into this and we're gonna get out of here. Check this out. Remember where y'all heard it first. Fair YouTube. Check this out. They was fucking around. But they did some shit that they don't want the motherfucking world to know about. He the next Puff. They said he was doing some shit that he don't really want the world to know about. They said they had an off and on, tumultuous relationship, toxic. It could be all type of shit they talking about. Drugs, threesomes, foursomes, all type of shit. Bestiality. Them niggas into fucking around with animals and all that shit too. Them niggas is wild. That's really a charge, that bestiality shit. Niggas is wild. But I don't trust him. I just don't trust him, man. I know he did something. He sat down with them top ones. He did something. He did something. Shout out to Chillin' With Love. He went through one of them rituals because he got the, like they said, the #1 podcast. The people that he getting on there, and they not giving them, they not charging. Check this out. They're not asking them for a dime. They doing them for free. Just like the situation with Rick Ross and DC Young Fly and them. Who's wrong? Who's right? Rick Ross said he's of importance where at least he stopped by. You know what I'm saying? To show some support. without even thinking about charging him. And he had the right to say that because time is money when it comes to certain celebrities like that. But he said, nah, he fuck with them. Misunderstanding. He had some shit to do. He didn't want to seem like it was insulting and slid off. But Shannon, listen to what he settled for. Pay attention. Why did he settle? Let's go. Like they said, they asked about 10 million. She wanted 10 million. So they you know, she gonna sign an NDA. See, that's how them powerful people work. She gonna sign an NDA. The case is dismissed. Pay attention. The case is dismissed. It's thrown out. It will never ever be brought up in court again. It can't be brought up again. It never ever existed because it's dismissed. Meaning somebody that did what? Filed a complaint from April 2025, either didn't come to court to back it up or decided that they wasn't gonna back the shit up. But Shannon said, you know what? I'm gonna give you some money. He said, because I don't want certain stuff that we may have done in closed doors, behind closed doors, to get to the eyes of the public. I think he don't want to talk about, allegedly, just my opinion, threesomes with dudes. Or being part of that boule shit. He done been to a Puffy party. Everybody forgot. Puff on the way home. But before he come home, I don't fuck with Puff because I believe he got Big killed. That's something with me. That shit with them kids, you got to prove it. A bunch of adults, even though you may be easy to manipulate these so-called adults because of your influence and the money that you have, but if you willingly come and sign an agreement saying, yo, whatever we doing for this weekend while we on this boat, I won't press no charges and I'll never talk about, that's your business. If you sign on that, you shouldn't renege that. You shouldn't renege that. But because of this situation right here, especially just from that video I seen with him and Cassie, I feel as though Puff just needs some help. No, East New York, I really believe that because I've lost people in the street. And I've never seen anybody that had a relationship with somebody and their man was killed, like unfortunately unalive, the way Big was unalive. And the party that you insisted that he go with you to. Now, if somebody didn't have nothing to do with it and they was like, yo, Big, hang out with me, man, fuck that bullshit, knowing that his leg is fucked up. Then you switch seats with him because the truck that you was supposed to be in, you put Big in. Because that night Puff was supposed to die, from what I heard. Allegedly, they were saying Puff owed them Crip niggas some money. And since he fucked up with that money, they was going to get at him. But you know, certain things, I guess, will never come to light. In the situation with Wolf, rest in peace, if you know, you know. The way people just abandon people's families that stood front line for them. I'm talking about street shit. I know some people may not understand that. And yeah, one thing I will say, my mom's understood because she married a gangster. She didn't agree with certain stuff, but she understood certain shit. You know, your man ain't here, you got some money. He got kids and he got family. You should make sure that they all right. Then all of a sudden they got the song Missing You all mastered and ready to go. The Harlem Choir and Faith Evans and Sting. And see, that came back to bite Puff. See, people fail to realize Puff got to pay Sting $3,900 a day for the rest of his life. As long as Sting is alive, Puff got to pay him $3,900 a day. Now check this out. If Sting should unfortunately pass away, Puff got to give the estate of Sting, his family and whoever the people are that's on his will and estates, he got to keep paying the $3,900 a day until Puff died. See, when you got up there and you sampled that shit using Sting and all that, that nigga Sting got up there and performed like he was supposed to, but that nigga told his lawyers, get him. Like, who do you think he is, mate? You know, he from England, Britain, and all that shit. Who does that nigga think he is, mate? He's taking my goddamn money and without my royalties, without calling us, get him. Yeah, I'm going to go out there and perform for him, and he's going to pay me hefty. You know that? He's going to pay me hefty, or we're going to deal with him. And he still hit him in court. That nigga Sting a gangster. Them ain't no regular niggas. Remember, I did the show on that. That's a fact, Keish. On how sad Big looked when he posed for the Ready to Die album cover. No, the Life After Death, excuse me. I'm thinking about the Life After Death when he was standing next to the hearse. Ready to Die just seemed like to me, when he put his baby picture up there, that was just beginning of a Brooklyn gangster, that's all. Trials and tribulations, things he gonna have to go through. He from Brooklyn. Rest in peace to Miss Wallace, strong woman. And by the grace of God, Big, he was in my life for real. Like, I went to school with Big. So I was really there for the transformation from when he was just trying to make sure he was getting some money to being the biggest rapper in the world. And I've always been happy for him. And I had the chance to be around that whole entourage. But I don't dick ride. And that was Big's entourage. He grew up with the niggas from St. James and Bedford Avenue and all that. I had relationships and rapport with certain individuals, but their loyalty was to niggas from the stop. I'm from Utica Avenue. I've never been one to just, no, I don't do shit like that. Well, shout out to everybody that pulled up in the building tonight. First day of the 30-day challenge. Grown folks content. If y'all want to hit the Cash App or the PayPal, is going across the scene. If y'all want to hit the Super Chat, y'all can do that too. But as long as you hit the like, that's the most important thing ever. Can you dig it? Y'all know the slogan, right? Another day alive, another day free. Let's go.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?